First of all, there's an opportunity for service. If those of you who are interested in volunteering at Grace might be interested in volunteering at the thrift shop, we have plenty of openings available to you for you to be able to do that. And if you want to give us some of your time and you're not already doing that, then you can contact the office and speak with Leanne, or you can talk with Donna George, who is working over there for us, or of course you can see me and we'll make sure that we connect you in the right way. The altar flowers today are given by Joyce Ark and Michelle Reed in thanksgiving for family and friends. And that's a good timing, because as we end the month of October and we move into the month of November, it's always an opportunity for us to begin to intentionally take stock of those that we are thankful for in our lives. And so I encourage you to do that. Next Sunday, the 4th of November, is, I think, when we fall back an hour. So set your clocks on Saturday morning or Sunday morning to 2 a.m. and I think you fall back an hour. And I don't know that, I wish we would just simply do away with this whole thing that changes the clocks, because it takes us months to get adjusted before it is that we end up having to switch it again. So that you know that we are going to be assembling the shoeboxes that we've been putting together now for months and months on the 14th of November, which is a Wednesday, from 3 to 6 p.m. in the parish hall. So if you come and you can help us assemble those boxes, and then they go out to the place that will distribute them throughout actually the world. And so Dolores has requested that we all take a note card, which she has provided. They're out there, and write just a short note to a little girl, to a little boy, to someone, letting them know that you care about them and that there are people out there who are looking out for them. Also want to tell you that yesterday we had a joint convention between the Diocese of Western New York and Northwest Pennsylvania. It is our annual business meeting, if you will, for the church and the diocese in this area. As you know, Bishop Franklin is retiring as of April 3rd next year. It's his mandatory retirement. He turns 72. So what we have been discerning for the past 14 months was a possibility of doing something new. The normal process when a bishop announces his retirement is that we begin a search for a new bishop. That's an expensive process, but it also is the same old. And the church is beginning to get the idea that you can't continue to do the same old thing and expect different results. And so what we have been in conversation about for the past 14 months was perhaps having the Bishop of Northwest Pennsylvania, Bishop Sean Rowe, to be elected the bishop provisional for the Diocese of Western New York for a 5-year period. And during that 5-year period, we would have one bishop and one diocesan staff, not two. Now, why would you want to do that? Because part of what that does is it allows two dioceses that are very similar in their character and in the region, and is referred to so often as the Rust Belt region, but in terms of values, in terms of understanding, in terms of theological position, in terms of lots of different things, we're on a similar page. And so by combining the two dioceses, we stop duplicating efforts, and we can actually begin to shift resources. In the projected budget, it's somewhere in the order of $350,000 to mission, to actually doing the work that the church asks us to do, that God calls us to, in furthering making disciples of all nations and sharing the message of Jesus Christ, the good news of the kingdom of God. That means that we're not putting all of our resources into buildings and staffing, et cetera, et cetera. And so yesterday I am pleased to announce that by an overwhelming majority, both dioceses agreed to share Bishop Rowe with us, and our diocese agreed to elect Bishop Rowe as diocesan provisional. And so that will, he'll begin his work immediately with the staffs, the existing staffs, but he won't actually take over until April 4th, which is the day after Bishop Franklin retires and is moving back to New York with his beloved Carmel. So I just wanted you to know that. I believe that if you have any questions, that Rich Craig and Sue Foley and my wife Linda are delegates to the convention. They can answer any questions that you have regarding that, that decision that was taken. We're excited today that we have some pretty wonderful music today. We have Katie here who is playing cello, and you'll notice that Pat Payne is back playing the organ, and of course Ray is here. This coming Thursday we have another concert in our series. Who's playing for us, Ray? Okay, at 6 o'clock. I encourage you to come. We have been bringing people in from outside of the community, but we've not seen a lot of you from the community. You're missing out on some really spectacular music. And in this particular space, the music that is being played is also pretty spectacular, as the acoustics in this beautiful sacred space are awesome. So I encourage you to come and to be a part of that. Is there anything else that I am forgetting to announce? Rich?
Yeah, I just want to announce that Coffee Hour today is going to be in celebration of Father Sam's 13th anniversary of ordination.
Oh.
And I would like to invite everybody to stay, offers their congratulations, have some fruit, some cake, and coffee.
Wow. I forgot about that. Thank you very much. And Rich, thank you for being here for the last 2 weeks while I was away. I had a wonderful vacation and a wonderful retreat. I'm back with you, and while I have a little bit of a cold, I'm actually really rested and ready to rock and roll again. So Rich, you did a wonderful job. I got a chance to hear your sermons and your presence, and so thank you very much. You should consider doing this someday, you know? All right? All right, good. If there are no other announcements for the good of the order, then let us prepare to celebrate. Dan. This evening. Yes. There is no Halloween service this evening. Thank you very much. We are not doing the Halloween service this evening. All right? We will have our final liturgy at Brookside on this coming Wednesday at 7 o'clock its normal time. We will celebrate the feast of All Saints. Thank you very much for making that announcement. Anything else? Then let us prepare to celebrate this Holy Eucharist by observing just a moment of prayerful silence.